What is happening, y'all? Welcome back to J Dirty Reacts. It's your boy J Dirty, where I might not be right, but I'm always real. Hell yeah! Thank you so much for coming back. Today we are gonna do a really interesting. We're not even gonna do a song, I guess. Other than Chris Rock and Will Smith, this will be the first time I'm doing something that is actually not a track, but something I came across and I definitely want to look at it and break it down and peep it. It's Bizarre of D12 fame on beating up ESHAM about dissing Eminem's daughter in a song and then squashing the beef. Yeah, this sounds insanely awesome. I know somewhat some parts of the story. I've never actually heard this rendition and Bizarre saying it, so I'm crazy fucking down to check this out. Thank you for peeping it with me. As always, please like and subscribe to the channel. Let people know what you're watching by liking that button. And subscribe so you actually can like what you're watching and not miss the next video I put out. So yeah, thank you guys so much. Comment below what you'd like to see me do next. Let's jump into this Bizarre from D12, talking about the one and only, the unholy, ESHAM the Boogeyman. Here we go.
Okay, speaking of young, y'all, you gotta rate it out as
That guy looks blazed out of his motherfucking mind. Which should not surprise me. He's bizarre as a human. His name is Bizarre. He's got a weed leaf on his face. And if you know anything about Bizarre, he is just that in his camp. This dude is crazy fucking weird. Bizarre says the most off-the-wall, fucked up, crazy shit ever. Yeah, it's fucking bizarre. So yeah, let's go from there. No, I stop a lot.
it's multi-platinum. D12 and ESHAM are on tour, the Warped Tour, together.
So ESHAM and D12 run the Warped Tour. I think I forgot that that's where it went down. I cannot for the life of me imagine ESHAM had a slot on the slot. How's a slot? I can't imagine he had a slot on the Warped Tour as ESHAM. He was doing shit with a rock group called Workhorse Movement back in the day. Maybe it was with them, and I could be wrong. Maybe ESHAM was on the Warped Tour, but God, I really doubt as himself. Yeah, I really doubt it. So that's my guess. But anyway, they're apparently on the Warped Tour together. Let's go.
Y'all get kicked off the tour, both of y'all, D12 and ESHAM, because D12 beat up ESHAM for his lyrics on the song Chemical Imbalance, which had a reference
which is
to
a super dope song.
M's daughter. Do you remember that?
Yeah, yep.
Now, I have not heard this version of the story, like I said. I cannot wait to hear Bizarre talk about it. But ESHAM, man, ESHAM dissed Eminem no short of fucking 100 times. And during that let's diss Eminem era of everybody that wasn't as big as him, especially everybody from Detroit, and especially Psychopathic Records, where ESHAM was leading up to. Chemical Imbalance was on Tongue, so right before his Hatchet stint, but yeah, he dissed him so much. So this is just not that rare, but yeah, it's ESHAM.
You want to talk to us about it?
Damn, man, it was so long ago. We was on a Warped Tour.
If you guys know what ESHAM was officially doing on that Warped Tour, how he was billed, I would love to know in the comments. I'm super fucking curious.
ESHAM was gonna be on the tour, and they was trying to separate us, so like they made sure that he went on like 5 o'clock, and then we went on like 8 or 9 because they didn't want us to bump into each other.
So maybe I'm wrong. Maybe ESHAM, the fucking boogeyman, was on the Warped Tour. Like one day or the whole thing? I'm more stuck on that.
And we seen him a couple times walk past his bus, but it wasn't never serious. But then one day,
all right, if he had his own bus They see him a couple different times. He says one day we saw him. ESHAM must have been on the fucking Warp Tour, and I was sleeping. I must have been at school, man. Nah, I don't know how I missed this shit.
Was walking. One day we was performing. He was in the front row. ESHAM was crazy. Shout out to ESHAM. ESHAM was a crazy nigga. So ESHAM was in the front row of our show with a black, he had like a black mask on. He was holding the cross and shit.
Motherfucker goes by the name ESHAM the Unholy, or at least he used to. Of course, he's up there holding the cross.
I'm like, damn, what the fuck? Like, he was almost like taunting us a little bit of shit. So one day we leaving and he was outside with his fans.
I almost viewed that. I thought that was actually going to go more down the line of like, ESHAM was like digging us. He's showing fucking artist supports in the front row, chilling, holding up his like fucking probably upside down cross, knowing ESHAM back then. I was thinking this was about to go in a positive direction, but we're obviously leading up to the beating up of. So, all right.
And everybody was in the back of the bus, and I was in the front watching TV. And so I just so happened to look out the window, and I see ESHAM with a 40 ounce bottle in his hand. And he got all these fans behind him. They looking, and he doing like this, like he about to throw it. So I told the crew, I was like, yo, come up here, come up here.
Okay, so ESHAM's got some fans that gathered after the Warp Tour. Everybody's sets are done. He's outside of D12's bus pretending to throw like a fucking Mickey's 40 at D12's bus. They're cheering. He's acting tough, fronting. And so, yeah, so Bizarre's like, hey, D12, check out what's going on. Check out what's doing. Yeah, here we go.
Look, ESHAM about to throw a bottle at the bus. So they all looking out there, looking at him in there.
ESHAM's crazy, but ESHAM's one crazy. D12 is like fucking... I used to think it was 12 because the Dirty Dozen, but it's at least fucking 5 dudes. Yeah, at least, especially without Eminem, I think there's 5 of them.
Everybody start taking their chains off like, he better not throw it, he better not throw it. So he did like this. And then they say, whoa, he threw it. He threw the bottle and hit us. So,
I mean, man, I love me some ESHAM. E for motherfucking life. RLP all day. ESHAM is the bomb. Legend. But man, if you really threw that bottle and they beat your ass, ESHAM, dog, you cannot throw that bottle. They're gonna beat your ass. There's just too many of them. And all those fans that were taunting you as soon as D12 comes off the bus as a whole, as a fucking unit, as a noun, like, yeah, your fans are gonna fucking bail so fast, and you're gonna get stomped. And then you guys gotta go play Boise tomorrow. So that's probably not the best idea. But let's keep going. Way bigger ESHAM fan than D12, but this is super dope to hear.
Big Sam, my security, like, no, y'all ain't going nowhere. But we just bulldoze him over. Boom. Come out the
all
bus.
My shit I just said for nothing.
We just get to running that ESHAM. So ESHAM, he behind this big barbed wire gate. So he thinking like, ain't no way in hell y'all can get me. So as we running towards him, he just sitting there looking like we dummies. So we get real close.
He did, man. ESHAM is like, I'm the devil, a real life product. You can't hurt me. You can't get me. I think he's about to be wrong.
And Proof just jumped in the air and did this fucking karate kick like, boom. And just one kick, the gate just got open a little bit. And Proof pulled it back, slid through first. Went up to ESHAM, come here. Socked him twice. You know what I'm saying? Then the 9 of them came in.
I mean, obviously, every part of this was leading to this, obviously. The term beating up ESHAM is in the title. But man, I was hoping it would just be like, and call it beat up. You know what I mean? I love me some ESHAM, dog. I don't want to picture him getting his ass beat. But you stepped into a sleeping lion's den with paparazzi, and you fucking threw a poppet Because you didn't do anything big. You just did enough to fucking piss off all the lions, man. And now they're going to eat you.
We own them. And after that, shit, they kicked us off the tour. They kicked us off the tour.
Some no-nonsense shit, man. Any fighting, you're done. But especially if 5 dudes beat up one crazy dude that comes out on stage in a coffin. You know what? We were worried about you guys anyway. You're out of here.
So they cooked
I'm not
both
shocked.
of y'all off.
Yeah, they. This is a white rock and roll tour. We like the only niggas on this tour. You know what I'm saying? So they're like, nah, get out of here with that. Get out of here.
That's a super fucking shame, man. I also totally understand that and get that. Cause yeah, they don't want to have any of that. No shenanigans. But man, ESHAM must have had a set at the Warped Tour. That's crazy dope to me. I'm so bummed, and I'm bummed I missed it, and I'm pissed I missed it. I'm bummed and pissed I didn't know about it back in the day. There had to have been a reason I didn't go, but I don't remember that at all. I've been an ESHAM fan since high school. Anyway, y'all, thank you so very much for joining me right here on the channel yet again. J Dirty for J Dirty Reacts. Please like and subscribe, and again, comment below if you've got any comments on what we just watched, anything you want to see me do next. Yeah, quite frankly, I'm open to all sorts of shit because I'm curious what you're curious about, y'all. So thank you so very much. Like, subscribe, comment. Yeah, thank you. All that shit. Motherfuckers, I love you all. Peace out, J Dirty. Thank you, guys.
It's time to kick it off. Hey, yo, J Dirt, kick it off. One time. Yeah. It's time to kick it off. My man Cotton, go kick it off. 2 times. Yeah.
It's time to kick it off. Big Drops gon' kick it off.
3 times. Yo, sir. And we've been the boss. You want dope, we gon' break you off. Cause it's time.
Yo, the BDC is back and now it's time we dropping rhymes. We could wait another year, but we would still be on time. Because you know that when the boys are on the mic that we